Come along, children. Now we're going to have a little music.
What's good, everybody? We are here right out of LILO and Stitch. You see a big Stitch behind us. And yeah, early screening. Just getting first out the theater reactions. What are your thoughts, Sabrina?
I had no expectations going into it. They did sell me on it when, like, obviously Stitch had to be really cute in live action, so that worked. Was it necessary? Absolutely not. But am I totally okay with it and on board? Yeah, like I think they made some fun changes here to the original. Like, I'm excited to go back and revisit that one. Obviously, showing this story to a new audience in this new way, I feel like a lot of that generation is really used to these live action creatures and characters, so it's more up their alley. I know the kids that were in the theater with us were having a good time.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about my cat the whole time, and they did get me. I was tearing up a lot.
Yeah. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen the original, so for me this was like a fresh experience. So I felt it really stood well on its own, and yeah, it's thinking of my cat too, you know.
Our cat.
Oh yeah, okay.
Our cat.
I share a cat.
He's my son, you know.
Shout out to Clementine. Hope you're watching at home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I enjoyed it as well. I love the original franchise. Like, I watched the LILO Stitch show, you know what I'm saying? The sequels and all that kind of stuff on Disney Channel. And then, you know, I really hadn't revisited the original LILO Stitch in a minute. I was actually writing this pilot that, like, I was like, damn, I think I kind of ripped the beginning of this from, like, LILO Stitch. I went back, I was like, oh, I kind of did take some parts. But anyway, so then I did rewatch LILO Stitch recently. So then I was like, oh, they did, like, the beginning at least was like, oh, this is kind of like shot for shot. Like, goddamn, are we getting another one of these remakes that's like the exact same? But I think they kind of do that to kind of ease you in, like, for like the super fans to be like, oh, okay, this is comfortable. But then for the other people like me, the cynical ones, be like, I'm not liking this at first, but then they do hit you with some surprises like later on. You
definitely.
know what I'm saying?
And also the actress who plays LILO, incredible.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was great. Everybody was great. Cobra Bubbles, played by Courtney B. Vance. We went to church together, West Angeles Church of God in Christ. Shout out Courtney B. Vance. Husband to Angela Bassett, too, by the way. So it was good. It was good stuff. I liked it. As a fanboy, it was good. I think the action part of it was, like, definitely dialed down from the original source material. But definitely on the emotional character parts of it, they really shined on that. Like that, that was really the biggest part. The characters, the sister relationship, all of that. That stuff really good.
Yeah, and the same director did Marcel the Shell, and so I think tapping into kind of that side of the emotional beats, of course, he nailed it there.
Yeah, nah, for sure. You know, we're out here, no selfie stick. You know, no mic. We're just, you know, out here. In
hopefully you can hear us.
Yeah, hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully it came out, you know, good. But I don't know, do you have any other thoughts on LILO Stitch? Or?
Yeah, it was just like a lot of heart in it, like you guys said. The like emotional beats really worked well for me, and like seeing Stitch's character progression, I thought was really great and done super well.
Yeah, it was good. Like he was like a really fun, like, adorable, like, character. It could be really annoying to have some, you know, a little alien guy like this going crazy.
But he's just so cute. So
yeah,
he nailed it.
Super cute. Super cute. Yeah, I mean, for dumbing down the action, and honestly dumbing down some other things, I kind of like get negative points for that. But for upping the emotional stakes and everything, it was fire. It was 10 out of 10. CJ here in a full.
I loved it.
You loved it. Okay, there we go. See, how would you give it out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay,
10.
Brandon.
8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Okay.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, that's like a good, like, 7.5, 8 for me too.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
yeah.
Love
But yeah,
the
still love the fit. That's top tier right there. That's top tier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, y'all, we're here with First Cut, and be sure to check out Sabrina's review on Geeks of Color. Link to that will be in the bio down below. You can follow us all here in the lower thirds. And yeah, for First Cut, we're peacing out, y'all. Peace. And real quick, I'm just jumping in, you know, same night, real quick, to follow up. In terms of how this ranks in the live action Disney remakes, you know, it is one of the better films. It's kind of like comparing Who's the Tallest Kid in the Kindergarten. You're really not going to get much of a difference in terms of quality. In my opinion, there are some of the Disney live action films that are true adaptations of the original. For example, Cruella de Vil, or the Cruella movie with Emma Stone. Also, Alice in Wonderland from Tim Burton. I know that one wasn't a critical success, but I grew up in the 2010s, you know, born in 97, so that one hit me right at the right age. And to be honest, I still think it's a great movie, but more importantly, it's an adaptation. So I really prefer those kinds of movies, the Corellas, the Alice in Wonderlands, the true adaptations that try something different. Lilo and Stitch isn't really in that camp. It's more in the camp of like the Cinderellas or the Jungle Book, that is pretty similar to the original, but, as in a little more flavor of sweetness and a little bit more modern day sincerity into it. Versus, there are other live action reinterpretations like, I hate to call it out, but, like the first Lion King movie, which was, kind of subpar compared to the original animated film. Now, Mufasa, I would actually put into the category more of like Cruella and Alice in Wonderland. That's actually more of an adaptation. That's actually a little bit more original. And I did like Mufasa a good amount. And I like this one a good amount. This is definitely more in the better versions of Disney live action films that are like very similar to their counterparts, like in the Cinderellas, like the Jungle Books, Peach Dragons, things like that. Similar, just a little bit sweeter. So I appreciated it for that. I guess this turns into more of a review than an out of theater reaction because my brain just won't stop working. But thank y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Ohana means family. So show some family, some love in the comment section. And, if you want to join our channel as a member, please feel free to. For that, y'all, it's RB3. I'm peacing out. Peace.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh. With the 4/5 divide you in half. You getting at me equals a bloodbath. Only one can remain. It's either me or you. Only one can remain. It's either me or you. Only one can remain.